Good evening, Madam Obi. Good evening, ma. Good evening, Oga. Okay, yes, we have programs, student programs chair,
Yeah,
Dr.
good
Bolu.
evening, Chief.
Good evening, boss.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Mr. Chima.
Good
And good
evening,
evening,
ma'am.
my Oga, Dr. Rume.
Dr. Rume, our Oga.
This
Good to be
this why
here.
you guys are setting me up like this. Oh, wahala. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a few minutes, we'll start. I think they're joining.
The Western Data University official inauguration. So, I'm supposed to carry some yam on plant.
Good evening, distinguished guests. We'll start in 2 minutes. By exactly 4:10, we'll start. Thank you for your patience. Okay, good evening, everyone. Apologies, we're starting 10 minutes behind time. I want to welcome us all to the inauguration of Western Delta University OGHARRA student chapter. We'll strictly just go to the business of the day. Please confirm you can view the agenda being displayed. Can someone just confirm?
Yes, we can see it.
Okay, great. So while we have safety brief, the first agenda, the first point in the agenda, we quickly want to take the opening remark for this, and we have our own immediate past section chair, Dr. Eddie Oko, to please take us through the opening remarks.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Good afternoon, all. I want to welcome each and every one of us for today's event. Today is actually a very happy day for me as a person because the journey to establish Western Delta University chapter was started by me, and it was concluded in this board year. You know, that's the beauty about SPE. You know, it's continuation. So I congratulate the Western Delta University students for their dedication, and I hope they will actually live above board by trying to take part in all the events that will be going on at the section level, and of course at the council level, and of course international by like Petro Bowl and so on. So today is actually, like I said, a very very auspicious day, and I hope that we will have many reasons to celebrate with Western Delta University. We have many reasons to, for them to be on top of the news in our section 104, Nigerian section, and SP International. Yeah, I don't want to take so much of your time. I just want to wish us a very fruitful and healthy deliberations. Just sit back, enjoy the event, and ask questions where necessary. Thank you very much. God bless you.
Thank you very much, IPC, sir. That was very apt. We're happy able to make it. Thank you very much, sir. We now want to go back to the order of the program, which is the safety brief first. I'm inviting Emma for Esergenem, the president of SPE Delso Abraka, to please take us through this. Emma Paul.
Yes, I'm on the line. Good evening, everyone. Please, can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you.
Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Emma Poisogene, current president of SPE Delso chapter. So I'll be taking the safety brief for the inauguration ceremony. Please mute your mic when not speaking. Raise your hands to speak. Use the chat box to ask your question. You can say C for comments, Q for question. Be alert and be aware of your environment. Maintain a good sitting position and please stay safe. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that very concise safety brief. And I guess that will also help. It's also very important to add that we need to also take drinking water serious. It's very important. So the question we should be asking ourselves now is, how much quantity of water have I taken today? If you have taken less than 3 liters, you may need to up your game. It's very, very important. So we now want to move to the next, which is the keynote address, and we'll have a special guest to actually take us through this, someone who knows our onion, someone who understands what it means to establish a student chapter. She's Dr. OBP Obeta. She's the co-chair to the Nigerian Council Student Programs. And she'll be here to take us through the team establishing a student chapter. But before we go straight to that presentation, we would like to just give us a brief profile of who Dr. Obi Obeta is. And displayed on my screen, I'll be reading out to our able hearing. Engineer Perpetual Obi Obeta is a petroleum engineering lecturer with the Benedium University, Okada. She has 15 years professional experience across the academia and the oil industry with an interest across well drilling and completion engineering, well performance optimization and production technology. She is currently developing sustainable oil field chemicals in World Bank Intervention Project, University of Port Harcourt. Obi has a Bachelor of Engineering, Petroleum Engineering from the Federal Institute of Technology, Warri. She also has her Master's in Engineering, Petroleum Engineering from University of Benin, and a PhD in VIEW, Petroleum and Natural Gas Engineering for University of Port Harcourt. Madam Obi is an avid volunteer of the Society of Petroleum Engineers. She has served SPE Benin and Nigerian Council for over 10 years in various roles, including as Programs Chairperson and Council Student Programs Co-Chair. She has been recognized by SPE Benin and SPIU with several awards, including the Chairman's Medallion Award, Distinguished Service Award, and Distinguished Support Award 2023-2024 body. She has authored and co-authored technical papers in high-impact journals and has incorporated innovative teaching methods in petroleum education through development of new courses that address global concerns and provide new learning opportunities in energy sustainability. She speaks both English and Igbo language fluently. She's happily married and blessed with children. Let me add another language. She speaks oil and gas fluently as well. Join me in welcoming Madam, I call her Madam Engineer Perpetual Obi Obeta. Welcome, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chima Okorie. I appreciate the invitation. Please confirm you can hear me.
Yes, can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you very much. And let me thank SP Warri section, especially your section chairman and all the section officers and the entire members of the student committee, for this opportunity to be here. And I also want to commend you, Mr. Chima Okorie, for the so much work, beautiful efforts, you put into the student body in Warri section. The efforts are quite speaking, and we can see your handwork. So thank you for inviting me to this program. So today marks a great occasion. Sorry, I let me start by saying that I don't have a slide for this program. I have been on transit, and the Benin session has a program in the next few minutes. So a whole lot have been happening in my space. So please forgive me. I truly apologize. Maybe after now, I will put something together and send to you so you can share across to your members on this topic. So today marks a great occasion, as we gather to inaugurate the new chapter, that is the SPE Western Delta University. Is a milestone, is a huge milestone, which signifies your collective commitment to excellence, innovation, and community efforts. I can tell you that this is a big commitment when it comes to opening a new chapter and even getting it down to having an inauguration. In 2024, I was the student affairs chairperson, and my team, opened about 4 new chapters between February and June. And I can tell you that it is not a small work, to open one, talk more of 4. So I can relate, to the effort you guys put into opening a new chapter, opening a SPE Western Delta University. I can so much relate to the efforts in the exercise and all that. So congratulations again to the new members, and of course to the new leaders that will be piloting the affairs of this new chapter. So today I was asked to provide extra insight on the guide for chapter establishment. Yes, of course, when you open a new chapter, and start conducting SPE affairs in line with SPE mission and vision, with time, you will be required to open another chapter. It will not come and end with you, so you will be required to a new chapter. So I will go straight, to provide those insights on what you are expected to do. And of course, to every other student chapter here, members of student chapters in Warri and all over Nigeria that may be nursing that idea to open new chapter. Because of course, when you open a new chapter, a whole lot of credit comes to you as a chapter. So I will start by providing the eligibility. Before you can open a chapter, what are you supposed to have in place? So number one, there must be a university that have up to 2-year degree program running in energy industry. So your university should have a program that has a course related to energy industry. That is the first one. And that program should have up to or minimum of 25 student members. So if you are going to open a chapter, ask yourself, do I have a program that is related to energy industry? It can be petroleum engineering, it can be geology, it can be geophysics, it can be geoscience, even chemical engineering, mechanical engineering, as long as it has, input in the oil and gas industry, you are good to go. And that program must have a minimum of 25 student members, minimum, but you can have as many as 1,000. Please confirm you can still hear me.
Loud and clear.
Loud and clear, ma'am.
Okay, good. That is number one. Then number two, you must be sponsored by an existing SP section. You must be sponsored by an existing SP section. Thank God in Warri we already have a vibrant SP section being managed by the section chairman and the section officers, vibrant section officers. So you don't have problem at all in this case, because you already have a sponsoring chapter that is ready to take you through and also vouch for you for the new chapter. That's number three. Number four, the chapter needs to agree with, number three, the chapter needs to agree with SP standard operating regulations and have a professional SP member on faculty willing to serve as an advisor. SPI has operating manual. So you must be ready to abide with the rules and regulations set up by SPE International. And there must be a faculty, either a professor or a doctorate holder or just a senior lecturer who will be there, to guide you and oversee the affairs of your programs. And we also ensure that your activities align with SPE rules and regulations. Then number four, you will now kick off the petition process. The petition process comes in 3 parts. It comes in 3 parts, and it must be submitted 3 times in a year. The first time it can be submitted is in February, second time is in June, and the final one is in October. So if you miss out that of February, you can now put in for June. Otherwise, you put in for October. So all the process involved, you must be sure that they are ready so that once the badge portal opens up, you go there and submit your petition. Your petition comes in 3 different parts. The first part, you must provide details about your program, about the program in the university. You start with the university, the college, then the department, the current enrollment, the expected enrollment in the next 2 years, and what have you. A whole lot that you are supposed to put in this area. After that, you submit that first part. The first part will be reviewed within 3 working days. Within 3 working days, after which SPE International will provide a feedback whether you have passed that first stage. Once you pass it, once they are okay with the details you provided in this first stage, they will now give you clearance to proceed with the second stage. In the second stage, you are to provide the potential members. You are supposed to register members, and they provide the details of these people you have registered. So like I said earlier, you need to provide minimum of 25 members, but you are free to provide as many as possible. So you are going to register people and make sure that you have at least 25 members on your list before you go ahead to fill that second part. And like I equally said, you must also have a faculty advisor who is willing to pilot the affairs of the chapter alongside with the student executives. So once we are done with that second part, working days to review what you have. So the second part, after that, they'll provide you with a feedback, positive or negative, depending on what they could assess. If you have a positive feedback, it then means that you can proceed to the third part of the petition. So the third part of the petition is where you now, your sponsoring session will now come to vouch for you. The faculty advisor will equally come and sign, and of course the president and every other person coming to say that yes, they are in support of the establishment of this chapter, and they are going to be there. They are going to provide all the necessary assistance towards ensuring that this particular chapter, kicks off in alignment with SPE objectives. So once that is done, you will now submit your final petition to SPE. SPE will now take like 1 month plus to give you final feedback on this particular part. So their final speaker, majority of the time, is positive, and in this case, SPE will now have to do what? Come in, congratulate you, and provide you with your logo and of course all the chapter chapter information that you need, to run your chapter. So that is what we do here. And again, it is also expected that your faculty advisor, I mentioned faculty advisor before. Let me also inform you that this faculty advisor is not just someone who is just there to sign. This person must be fully part of what you do. This person must be fully part of your day-to-day activities, overseeing that your programs and your events align with SPE, mission and vision. We've had situations whereby STEM chapters, have complained about not having good support from their faculty advisors. So please, if you're interested in opening a new chapter, please ensure that the faculty advisor is someone who is passionate about SPE affairs. SPE affairs can be, the word can be enormous at times. Let me use that word. But then it can also be rewarding. It can be quite rewarding because SPE is going to provide you with platform to shine. A beautiful platform to shine, to showcase your potentials and the whole lot. So sometimes the world can be quite overwhelming. So if you don't have a faculty advisor who is willing to guide you through this process, you could find out that you probably may be making one mistake or the other. So please, while you are making that, nursing that dream, ensure that you have someone who is all out for SPE activities. And I can assure you that you will not have much problem when that is done, because there are situations that the president may even be overwhelmed, coupled with the academics, academic requirements in the university, especially when the president is in final year or going for an IT. So this faculty advisor will ensure that there is smooth continuity, in the chapter's affairs. So that is all that for now. When it comes to establishing a new chapter, I will stand by if there's any comment or question you will want me to answer. But there's a whole lot anyway. But just like I said, we'll have a program going on, and I promise to put some of them together and forward to us in case it's something we want to look at.
Thank you very much, Ma. We appreciate the keynote address. It's actually apt, and we've learned a lot. The good thing, SP, the Western Delta University actually went through this process and are here today. But again, it's important to also reiterate that these steps are very vital. And then, so for us to in SP in Warri, who want to also welcome new investors around to come and benefit from what SPE offers, it's important that we actually assimilate these requirements. Thank you very much, Ma. Thank you. And part of your conversation, you kept talking about the faculty advisor. It's very important. They play a key role in advancing the growth of the student chapter. Thank you very much, Ma. So please, if you
Thank
have any
you.
questions, you can drop on the chat box while we progress to the next presentation. And let me share my screen. Share the Okay. So next we'll be going on to another fine topic, and this time it will be given by Engineer Ebifaga Bebenimibo. He's the YP Chair SPE Warri. He's also the immediate past student liaison officer of SPE Warri. He also started this conversation regarding establishing student chapter in Western Delta University. We want to welcome you to give us to put more light on the topic strategic sorry strategic tips for an effective student chapter. Abby, please go ahead.
All right. Yeah, good evening, everyone. Please, you want to confirm you can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
All right. Good evening, everyone. Just like what Shuma said, my name is Bebenimi Bobo Ebifwa Blessing. I'm excited to be part of this inauguration of the Western Delta University chapter. As our IPC said, the chapter actually started from him, wanting me as at that time to reach out and plan how we can establish the chapter as at then. And the groundwork was actually initiated at that time, and we're happy the completion is taking place as of now. Myself, I've been a chapter president of the Abafemi Awolowo University from 2016 to 2017. And from my experience, also as student affairs chair and in various positions giving student support, I'm able to share some strategic tips to help guide the chapter to be an effective one. Good enough, during my time, that was when our student chapter was also being established, just 2 years before I came on board as president. So I saw some of these processes and laid some of this foundation that has actually strengthened the chapter where I am from. So I'm going to be speaking from experience. I'll just enjoin the lecturers on the call, the aspiring students members who want to hold elective position or they're already holding those positions to kindly take note of some of these things I will outline, because this is my work will set the pace for all of you just in the next 2-3 years, or just in the next few years to come. Number one tip I will share with the team is the team, you should make sure you have a constitution. Constitution is what guides every chapter to what can be done and what not to be done, the do's and don'ts, and also guides the elective positions that we hold in our various, in our various chapters. According to the SPI rules, there must be a president on board, right? There must be a vice president, there must be a general secretary, a membership chairperson, and a general secretary. These 5 positions, together with other positions that holds for chapter to guide their activities. And these rules must be spelled out. There is already a general SP chapter constitution. which I believe the SLO would have shared, or maybe after the inauguration, we shared to our team, the Western Delta team, both in terms of the lecturing body and also that of the student body. However, we always tell the chapters to draw from the SPE constitution and channel it based on their own academic requirements. Also, please, it's very important too that in the constitution you also set consequence management in place. By that I mean we need to be able to know when a president also is not working for a period of maybe some months, the process of, if warning, the process of removal. Those things are very beneficial to always ensure that you have an active executive with time. Also, in terms of even faculty advisor, there should be a process set up by the body to ensure that if a faculty advisor is not effective, there can be a removal by the dean, the HOD, just maybe the body that is responsible also for overseeing this, because you need everybody on board to be effective. So any of the elective positions, there should be a way to do a check and balance. And even I always advise that anybody that holds positions, especially in terms of financial, like the president, FinSec, and all that, because you need money to keep a society moving. And we know some persons actually can come on board just to have ulterior motives. So it should be connected to accounting. There should be an audit of every tenure living, right? So that students always ensure that they are leaving the body as the position they are in. They should be clean. So they should be subjected to audit, what you spent, and what you received, right? So it's very important. But generally, that constitution can be discussed further. But this is one thing that actually keeps, and also is one thing that held our own where my alma mater stronger, because by the second year we were able to firm up that constitution and everything was in place. Everything that people wanted to do was already spelled out, and so we needed to live by it. However, there's always a case for a review every 3 years. Number two, I would say please always outline a 1-year strategic plan. In fact, this should be done alongside the faculty advisor, the student affairs chair for that chapter. The goals that you have now, just starting your chapter, might not be the goals for a chapter that has been established for 10 years. For example, the strategic plan for you guys now might not be to win the Petro Bowl, or might not be for the team to say, okay, they want to aspire, to be the best in all chapter contests, right? The goals maybe as a chapter now just starting might be we want to grow our membership by so percent, right? We want to ensure that, we have this, done by, so a strategic plan, just a 1-year overview of what the chapter intends to do in the next board year should be well defined, right? And also subject to review by the student affairs and the faculty advisor. Another thing, you please make sure you set a planned program calendar 3 years ahead. It's very important that the team, in 3 months, you should know the program you want to hold. Do you want to hold a sporting event? Do you want to hold do you want to have a membership event, so that you can be able to engage speakers on time? So it's very important if you want to be effective. Another part I will tell you, and some of the things I also did that strengthened this thing, is to have members impactful programs. You can organize scholarship fair, where you see a lot of scholarships that go on in undergraduates, the Agbami, the Chevron, and all that. Organize those kind of stuff. People will always storm in, both SP and non-SP members. They will come on the call, and then from there you can do, a membership drive. Also, do quiz competitions. People will always, is an academic environment, so you always see people there. One of the key things I also did was breakfast with professionals, especially in Delta State, where I'm not in any lack of professionals around us. I'm quite aware the Western Delta University is close to Pan Ocean, is close to, there are different persons you can engage to come and, do very stimulating events that will always attract students and make SPE a bigger society there. Also, you can do field trips. I know the gas plant is close to you. You can do field trips. There's also free internet day that can be organized that can always bring people from different parts of the school, to come just do a free internet day, come, and then you can now preach the gospel of SPE. Another part I will tell the team, a program, exam full slash, maybe it might not be your own capacity now since the chapter is still growing, but these are very key events that can make your student chapter good. I will advise the student body to always establish a good relationship with faculty advisor and the student affairs chair, because the faculty advisor will always intend to convey what you're doing to the school management, while the student affairs chair will also be spreading what you're doing to the section and SPE at large. So it's very important you have a good relationship with them. Another thing is to build strong industry connections by participating in some of our flagship events in SPE. There's what we call NAIS. NAIS is an event that we do every year in August. And that's where all professionals in the oil and gas industry come together in Nigeria, and even some persons come abroad, right? So it's very important you strategically position, either in terms of sponsorship or some of lecturers or students to these events. Also, we have the sections, what they call the annual technical symposium, around May every year. We have the AGM that will also be coming up in a week. That's in July, that we do every year. We also have the student conference that we had in Kano, but that one is rotated, in every different schools. It depends on the schools every year. So these are things you should always prepare for, and that way you get to meet a lot of professional speakers and you can invite them for events. I have a social media account, LinkedIn, Instagram. This was one thing I did, and anytime I go to the Instagram of my alma mater, I'm always smiling because I started this and we can see how the growth has been from there. So it's always good. And another good thing is that it showcases what your chapter is doing, and it always attracts alumni support and industry speakers to your school. So get an active social media account. Let them know that Western Delta University is out there. I also advise one tip that is very good. I'm beginning to round up because of the time, is to leverage SP resources. There are some SP resources that as a chapter you must be monitoring. They have what they call the membership dashboard. It shows your members every year, the numbers that have dropped, the ones that need to, because in SP you need to renew every year. So people that you registered this year now, you will need to renew them the next year. And it's just to go to their page and just click renew. So we'll need to, those dashboards, those soft skill resources, even in terms of how you send a mail to either your first year, any professional you're inviting for programs, those things are there for you to learn. I'll tell you another way, the tip that will work very well: always recognize and reward contributions. You see many of our student chapters coming up with appreciating, even the section does it, outstanding volunteers. These keep people going, these keep people always wanting to be part of this thing, because they know that their efforts are appreciated. So please do this recognition often to build it. Another one, I will just say, make sure you create an environment where all members feel respected. There should be an open door policy also to the faculty advisor. Is a student environment. It should not be overbearing. There should always be that synergy to ensure that nobody is being talked on in a way that is despicable. So please, just that environment to create that culture where everybody is respected is very important to drive this chapter. I want to see this chapter in the next few years coming up tops in terms of when they mention chapters in any area. This chapter is very good. And also your membership, I believe with this drive is going to be ahead more than most of our chapters even that have even been there. Thank you very much, Shima, for inviting me. I look forward to also a favorable engagement going forward. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ebifaga. Thank you very much. That was a wonderful presentation. Indeed, SP is a family. We have lots of programs where we engage, interact, and build ourselves and our network as well. So again, it's a way of welcoming Western Delta University to this family. And I have a question on the chat box. Do the students have any financial obligation to be registered? I don't know if it was addressed to Dr. Obi or Ebi. Ebi, do you want to respond to this?
Okay, I can respond to it.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, you say if do the students have any financial obligation to be registered? No, not at all. Is zero, zero payment. In fact, or when it comes to student registration, the entire payment has already been done by Chevron. I guess we all know the company called Chevron. So they are the company in charge of student registration. So when you are registering, what you are simply doing is to provide your details. And at the end of the page, the page will showcase a $0, showing that you are not paying any dime, in that registration process. So there is nothing you pay as a student.
Okay,
So
thank you very
I
much
don't know if
for.
that's it.
Okay.
So
Okay,
if that
thank you
is
very
that
much.
it, all right, all right, all right.
I was gonna Steven here.
Okay,
Can anyone
Mr.
hear me?
Steven, please. Yes, please go ahead.
Okay, my name is Steven. I'm from the Lagos section. Uh, thanks, Madam Obi, for responding to that. As we are aware, there is no financial obligation in international association, but sometimes as a student chapter, you may need some local dues. It depends on how you want to manage it, though. But you need some local dues to be able to run the affairs of your chapter. But that is not what is critical at this time. Just to mention that, so that people will not be surprised and say the professionals that came the other time said we are not going to pay anything. Why are we asking? Why are we being asked for some dues or so? So, but there could be some local dues for you to be able to use to manage your chapter. Just to put that out there too.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, Madam Mobi. So that has been answered, and I think he was asked by Kingsley. And yes, to join SPE for as a student, paid by Chevron. Thank you, Chevron. And then to run the affairs of the chapter, you need dues to actually run that effectively. Thank you very much. We want to now move to the next on the agenda, which is the goodwill message. Again, let me just quickly share my presentation, my slide. Yes, the goodwill message, and that will be delivered by our guy at the top, the student program chair, Dr. Rume Ogolo. Dr. Rume, please.
Good evening, everyone. Confirm if you can hear me.
Can hear you.
Okay, I'm so happy and glad as well to be part of the on-body session, and I recognize the presence of the section directors of Warri section, the section chair, the board members, and student affairs chairs, the co-chairs of SPE Nigerian Council Student Programs, the president of the chapter, and students. I recognize the presence of everyone, and I'm so happy that we are having this. I think this is a shift from the norm. The norm we've been having is that we establish a student chapter and we just leave them to survive on their own. But this form of onboarding session is going to be helping us to strengthen our student chapters, leaving them a soft landing as they have just been established. So congratulations to Western Delta University for having this. And thanks also for inviting me for the goodwill message. Though I think at the time I was also, I think they wanted to pay Western Delta University a courtesy visit. Then through that's when Dr. Eddie was the section chair. think I heard about that as a then, and I must thank him for also pushing forth to see that we're able to achieve this today and through the help of the current section chair of SPE Warri. So I just put here that for this establishment of the chapter, you have opened doors for your students and the university to access the wonderful resources and opportunities in SPE. And this is just a beginning for so many opportunities that will come. And like my colleague have said, Engineer Bifaga, some of those things that you should take note to, to be able to stand strong or become established as a student chapter. And I always like referring to one of our student chapters that was established in Abuja, which is the FU team in a chapter. You may think that the chapter is a very old chapter, but I'm telling you that that's also one of our newest chapter in SPE Nigerian Council, but it's rubbing shoulders with the big chapters or old chapters. They won the SP International Award. They also won the SP African Regional Award. And now they won the Girl in STEM Award for SP Nigerian Council. And they've been rubbing shoulders with the old chapters. So what does this mean is that even though as a new chapter, you can actually be like SPF team in a chapter in the sense that it now depends on the energy and effort you put in at this critical stage. I believe the chapter president is here on the call, Pamela. Yeah. So you should take note of all these things we are saying today. So and try to effect them so that you give your chapter that strong foundation. The president of FET Mina chapter, Ogidi, he has a very high energy, and he was able to lay down a very firm foundation for the chapter, which I believe you can take leave from today by saying that you're able to bridge the gap between the industry and the academia, come up with programs, see that you take your students, like AGM is coming, so I expect your student members to be part of the event, right? So that from there they can begin to grow. And any event you see organized by SP, Warri, by Nigeria Council, even by your fellow student chapters, you can attend and share with your members so that they can benefit while you grow your chapter. Also have a vision, right? And a plan for the year. Have a plan for the year. Run a program and a plan for the year, and that will help you a lot. And at this stage, I want to appeal for, thank God the SAC is here, for the chapter to be placed on, we place him on a past president for mentorship. I think that will help them a lot as they are just starting. So you can use some of your past chapter presidents to mentor them and try to measure their level of engagement so that they will be having one-on-one sessions with the chapter. I think that would help them a lot to stand strong and to stand strong. Then also to ensure you participate in STSA activities. So I know by now the chapter president may be thinking how to start because there are a lot, but yeah, so you just need to start with the most you can do. I believe you'll be able to achieve a lot. And like I always tell my president is that when you are a chapter president, there is a lot on your table. And what are those a lot on your table? Is that you've been given the mandate to see that your chapter members get educated, get into the industry, get to know more about the industries. So when you don't organize programs or you don't carry them along, you are not fulfilling that mandate as a chapter president. So your core mandate is to see that you bridge that gap, you engage your members in terms of organizing programs. And these days, it's not even becoming more easier because of collaboration. So you can collaborate with bigger chapters, right? To have a program. If it's online, then Western Data University is just here. You could
Okay, Engineer Rumi, I think you're muted. Please, can you unmute?
Are you serious?
Yes. Just
Wow.
happened like a few seconds ago.
Okay. No problem. I think I'll just round up by congratulating the chapter. Like I said, I feel they can be placed under a mentor just to guide them, maybe 6 months or 1 year program. I think that will help them. But like I said, this is an exciting moment, and like doors of opportunities are open for your chapter, but it will not just come. It comes by effort, it comes by hard work, it comes by planning, and it comes by consistency, which as a chapter president, you need to push further. Like now, like I said, Ogidi today looks back and is smiling because the energy he put in has needed a lot of effort in the chapter, and students from there are gaining opportunities, and the chapter is running shoulders with the big chapters at the moment. So I also believe that Western Data University will be like that. That when you are mentioning chapters, Western Data University will be among the chapters that has been mentioned. Also, NMU too. It's also another chapter that is you can also leverage on because for them, I'm happy sometimes when I see them participating in programs, events, and you feel their energy amidst the fact that they are located in a rural setting, but they are pushing. So these are examples you can look at for, and also within the section as well. So thank you, and congratulations once again.
Thank you very much, Chair. We appreciate that you came. We appreciate your kind words and your encouragement, your advice as well. Just to speak to one of your advice, we also had one of the past presidents actually assisting the president of Ekeoma Samuel, who assisted as well and is still assisting. We also have a current president who is also trying to do more of shadowing to also assist the current president of Western Data University. We appreciate you so much. We also want to use this opportunity to appreciate SPE Warri Engine Room, Madam Testi Obaga. She has been very helpful. She has been a solid rock behind establishing this chapter. So we want to use the opportunity to thank her so much for her efforts and her relentless volunteering and service. Thank you very much, ma'am. Now we want to go to the meat of the day, which is the inauguration itself. Please, let me just share my screen again. Okay. So next is to inaugurate the chapter executives, and that will be done by my humble self. Just to also add that the student liaison officer 2 is also on the call. Abdul Malik Ajibadi, who has also been very helpful in making this a progress. On the screen displayed is the chapter executives of Western Delta University. By the power vested in me as a student chair, SPE Warri, the board has given me the authority to hereby inaugurate the new executives of Western Delta University. The president, Odiase Pamela. We have the vice president, Femena Arins Onyebuchi. We have the secretary, Penda Success. We have the financial secretary, Sylvester Miracle, and the membership chair, Bashiru Ehis. Please, can we give a round of virtual applause? If we can, we can also unmute just to clap for them and inaugurate the executives of Western Delta University's SPE chapter. Welcome on board, welcome, and SPE Warri is fully behind you. Okay, someone was speaking?
I was just saying welcome.
Okay, thank you, Section Chair, sir. So congratulations all, and you're very sure that SPE Warri is behind you and will support you as we grow the chapter. We now want to move to the president's opening speech. Odiase Pamela, please.
Thank you so much for this incredible honor. Thank you so much for this incredible honor. I am truly humbled and excited to accept the role of president for our Western Delta. I want to express my gratitude to my HOD who has supported me and believed in my ability to lead. This chapter has been a significant part of my student life, and I am passionate about its mission and our community. As president, I am committed to fostering a vibrant and inclusive environment where every member feels empowered to contribute and grow. I am eager to work alongside all of you to achieve our goals and make this an unforgettable year for our chapter. Thank you again for this amazing opportunity you have provided me.
Very much, Pamela. A lot is expected from you and your team. We know you're going to deliver. And as Pioneer President and Pioneer Executive members, we know that you leave a footprint for many others to follow. And also, when you look back and when your executive look back, they look back to see the success that you've left behind and you see your chapter grow. Thank you for volunteering and being part of SPE. The next on the agenda is the vote of thanks. And again, I'll share my screen just to welcome him. He has been a pillar to the success of this. I want to welcome Dr. Ehika Joseph Igodaro, who is the faculty advisor for Western Delta University SPE chapter. Sir, we would like to hear from you.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for giving me this platform to speak now. First of all, I want to acknowledge the Vice Chancellor of Western Delta University, Professor Augustine Kilegbe, for providing an enabling environment for us to achieve what the synergy we have achieved now between Western Delta and SPE. Also, I want to, there are some key people who are around right now who are giving us support. Surprisingly, I saw amongst us online participating is Professor Ogato, though not in CNAS, but he's here supporting us. Thank you very much, sir. I want to mention very briefly, they may be here, they may not be here, Professor Aswe, who is the Dean of College of National Applied Sciences, Professor Umukoro, who has shown support for our upcoming, then Professor Igbe, who is a professor in the college, Dr. Esiosio, Dr. Ope, who is the Dean of Students, Dr. Anegbe, Dr. Usalo, and Dr. Fregene, who are lecturers in the Department of Geology and Petroleum Studies. Then someone else that is, I wasn't expecting to be here is also here. I want to, Doctor in the making, Dr. Kingsley Ejairo is also here. So I want to appreciate all of those who have made our time to be here. I want to thank Western Delta University for making this event possible, making all this collaboration possible, this creation of the Western Delta SPE chapter possible. Then also I want to move up to the SPE team. You people have been wonderful. Now, initially we were thinking that, okay, just like someone asked whether there will be any financial involvement for student registration, we were thinking, okay, we'll be financially taxed. But we've involved of the many things so far. And you people have been wonderful, providing us financial support. We are very grateful to have you with us. Thank you so much. And then it's my prayer that as you continue, we all continue together, that even as you have stated, many of you have spoken. I also want to appreciate all of those who have spoken today, who are giving ideas and tips on how to run the students chapter in Western Delta properly. I assure you that your suggestions have been noted. And then with time, we would implement the many things you said. I want to specifically mention Dr. Oko. I think I met him at the exhibition at the symposium. And I also want to specifically mention Mr. Shima. He has been very instrumental in setting everything up. Thank you so much. Thank you, SPE team. Thank you, Western Data. With this synergy, by God's grace, we will see that in the next, we'll create a future environment for growth and development. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor. That was a wonderful one, and we do appreciate you so well. The energy, the commitment that you put to make this a success. We appreciate you. And although we've mentioned her name, but I will still want to call on her because she has been very instrumental. We want to hear from Madam Tessie Ubaga just for a few minutes. Madam Tessie, you're
All
on the
right,
call.
good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Congratulations to Western Data University. It's really a wonderful day to be remembered. Your handwork and perseverance has really paid off, especially when we face with the challenges of limited contacts. We only rely on the online communication through Dr. Eyika Joseph. Thank you so much, sir, for providing that valuable platform for us to ride on. Dr. Eddie, thank you so much for your great support during your tenure. Our session chairman, Oga Tami, thank you so much for making it a reality. And I celebrate the SLO 1 and 2. I celebrate you guys for making it.
Okay. Am I the
Especially
only
the
one that
one
can't?
physical meeting.
Go ahead, ma.
Can you hear me, Chima?
Yes, can hear you now.
Okay, so a few things I want to add on what has been said. Collaborate with your faculty advisor for SPE meetings approval, especially physical meetings outside your institution. Work with your school authorities for necessary permission. Coordinate with SLO Section 104 for field trips arrangement, especially those that has to do with SPE.
Okay, I can. Hello, ma. Are you still speaking? I can't hear you anymore.
I think we lost our audio.
Okay. I'm sure you could see how vibrant and how passionate she's been speaking. She's excited. She's been strongly behind this, and she's always going to support Western Data student chapter. We now want to go to the next, which is the chapter charge statement remark, and we'll be inviting Dr. Ditona Oluwaseun, who is the program's chair, SP Warri. Doctor, sir.
Good evening, everyone. I've been trying to join the course severally. I was able to come in, sometimes still logged out. But I've heard the various personalities speaking, and it's been amazing that on this call, that's why it's a privilege for online. COVID-19 didn't just bring us to go online, virtual meetings. It actually brought a lot of connectivity. I was hearing the student affairs officers from various sections speaking. So which means Western Delta, you are privileged to be nurtured at this particular point with various strategies, with various ideas, with various innovations that can help you to key in and flow in seamlessly with other chapters that have been existing over the years. So once again, I would like to congratulate the Vice Chancellor, the Dean of Faculty, and also the Dean of Students for this rare opportunity. When we paid the courtesy visit, it was amazing how the Vice Chancellor was able to welcome. He's willing to support anything. He was like, let's give him the document. he wants to sign right away. That shows the level of commitment and passion he has for things like professionalism, even among the younger one. So my charge for you as a faculty is one, faculty officer, you have to know your place. You have to also know your responsibility. Yes, there's no due to be paid to the section. SPE has the student chapter has been taken care of in terms of student membership. But however, you have student program you have to be running. So even if it's a little stipend for the student registration, for them to be able to run their affairs, section will always support. But you, sir, as a faculty advisor, you have a lot of responsibility. Any account, they need to have an account open, and you need to make sure you monitor all the activities. Time to time rebate, support might be coming from section, and that will be remitted to the student chapter. I did not say it's regular or routine. Sometimes requests could be made, so there's need for you to have a student chapter account, but you need to also monitor that everybody that is going to be accountable are actually held responsible for all transactions. Now, a lot of things have been said, so I'm not going to repeat so many things that have been said by several speakers on this call. I only want to plead with the faculty officer, please, it's time to wear the shoe and start the race. You got everything, you got the human capacity. I've heard the president speak, have seen a lot of engagement with the faculty officer, which shows his competency and capacity to lead the student chapter executive in a positive way. So on this note, I would like to congratulate the chapter and the faculty and the Western Delta University Management Board for this rare privilege. It's not every school we have chosen. It's not all schools that are accepted. So we are grateful and we appreciate your commitment at this point to SPE Warri section. And we promise as a section, we will support every activities, in whatever capacity. If you need presenter, like some mentioned, there are several student chapters we have. If you need collaboration, you don't need to stand alone. Don't run your program in isolation. Seek idea, connect, share. That's a part of the what SPE benefit is all about. So at this point, I also like to recognize these two persons for their support while we are trying to make this happen. One is engineer Eyitemi Dennis. He took his time to also ensure that we pay the courtesy visit to Western Dental University. They were on holiday then, but we made it there. And also section chair, Mr. Tammy Bambo, he was supportive all through, even before the establishment. He ensured that all support funds were given to support the trip, look for people to go, making sure we arrive safely back at Warri after the trip. So section chair would like to say a big thank you, and we are happy during your time. This has become a full reality. Dr. Eddie initiated this process. We thank God for that. But at the end of the day, that's what about SPE is. There's continuity. SPE does not end with one board year. It's continuous. And please, the FA, I would like to appeal again, work with your team, guide them. If you need our help, we'll be here for you. Thank you all.
Thank you very much, Dr. Oluwaseun. We appreciate.
Thank you, Dr. Detonata. That's a great charge, and also of vote of confidence as well. Western Delta University student chapter, you could hear from everyone. We were ready to support you, and keep supporting you. I also want to recognize two persons who actually joined this call to make it a success. Okay, I think she's not here anymore. I'm not sure she's here anymore, but recognize Mistura Yusuf. She's the former SPE Africa YP chair. And we also have Engineer Steve Inobo too from the Lagos session, who came in and contributed enormously to this program. Thank you very much. We now want to move to the next item. We're close to. 。 Let me just quickly share my screen again. Thank you for your patience. Okay. The next is the photography and the networking session. Wesley Ekoma, the former president of AFUNI, will now take us through the photography session. Wesley, can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. So I would like us to turn on our cameras as we take the photograph. Please kindly turn on your cameras. I just have 3 cameras turned on out of 18. It's a cleaner energy. For our new chapter, when we say SPE, respond with cleaner energy. SPE.
How do we do that? Okay.
Dr. Heka is asking a question.
We were saying we should turn on our camera. How do we do that, please?
On your device, you see where you can actually put that on.
Okay. I do not know whether mine. Can you confirm whether I've done mine?
Maybe
Not
the host
yet.
can just turn on everyone.
Okay.
Push on.
there's no light. In darkness. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I've taken a few. Thank you. I've taken a few shots.
Abdul Malik, you have added weight. See your chin. Abdul Malik, you have added weight.
Thank you very much.
Francis, section chair, see Abdul Malik. Section chair, see Abdul Malik.
Thank you very much to
Thank you.
So to give us the closing remark, we'll be calling our pillar of our section, our able section chairman of SPE Warri, Mr. Tammy Biambo. Sorry, the name was wrongly listed, but apologies, sir. Session chair, sir.
It's okay. At least you pronounced it good. So we are good to go. Closing remark. This is a very, 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 very useful section. In fact, I'm so happy that the dream of inaugurating Western Delta University has been realized in this manner. Our immediate past chairman, Dr. Edioko, was very passionate about realizing this, right? And in his tenure, he made a lot of effort to make it happen. And when I took over from him, it was a dream. It was not just about getting another student chapter. No, it was more around how do we carry out the lofty objectives of SPE, which is developing the next generation of industry experts. So every opportunity to catch them young, every opportunity to go to the schools, to set up chapters, we take it very seriously and we set targets for ourselves to do that. I've heard many speakers in this inauguration touch around the criteria for setting up student chapter, the reason behind setting up student chapter. In the opening, Dr. Edioko actually said quite a lot. And my program chairman, Dr. Adekona, also made some comments around that. It is not about participating in the programs professional programs, student programs. It's about how do we use those programs that SPE puts in place to help give our students the opportunity to network with industry experts, the opportunity to develop themselves. And this dream has come to pass today as we inaugurate this section to show the importance of this inauguration. I wish it was a face-to-face, right? But even this ritual still takes the objective of inauguration. So you can see on this program, we have quite a lot of our board members here. I see Professor Juliet is on the call. I see Chris, Engineer Chris is also on the call. Chris Eguato, and many other that we talked about earlier, and board members, past director. This just shows the importance we put on this inauguration, how important it is for SE Section 104 Warri. Having said that, I want to use this opportunity. I know there have been a lot of important Dr. Egodaro made some good of that and Chima, but I just want to use this opportunity to first appreciate Western Delta University from the VC down to the FA, the faculty advisor, for all the receptions we've had. I've never been there in person, but in all the engagement we have, including the courtesy visit, I see the support we get from the school. That is welcoming. That gives us the comfort feeling and the confidence that Western Delta is going to be a very viable section because we have a good support from the leadership. I want to also appreciate the student lifelong officers, one and two, they are both here, Malika and Kima, for all the great work you've done. For the new ESCO of Western Delta University, as I close, I want to charge you that, and I think the traditional mentioned that you have a lot of opportunity to get help, support from existing sections. We have COPRE, we have PTI, we have other universities that already have sections. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Connect with them, synergize with them, speak with them, do joint programs with them. I want by the end of this your tenure as an ESCO, that you have achieved what you set out to do, a key milestone. And this is about not just about organizing programs, like I said earlier, but actually having impacting events that support the student members and make it your section more active and vibrant. So I charge you as an ESCO, please do that, and you have the support of the board, you have the support of the board of directors, the current board, and the incoming one. So in the next 1 week, by next week Saturday, we have our annual general meeting in which we will inaugurate the new board to run the next year, 2025-2026. I'm sure you'll be there, so you can see that there's continuity, like Dr. Adeyemo said. So the same people that were here will be almost the same people you see again going to the next year. So you're sure that the support you have from us, you will still continue to have it. On that note, I just want to say, God bless every all of you as you go back, though we're not traveling, as most of us are traveling, wherever we go, God will lead you, get there safely. Hopefully on Saturday, we'll meet you all again. Thank you very much. I hand over back to you, Chairman. Thanks for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Section Chair, and thank you everyone for joining. I also see Madam Juliet as well on the call. Thank you everyone, and have a great evening.
Thank you everyone. Yeah, appreciate it. Well done.
Thank you everyone. Well done.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am.
Mama Barrister.
Thank you, Tessie. Thank
Yeah,
you.
congratulations, Uma, on your daughter's.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank
not going to buy
you.
your trouble. I don't make it sue me. Oh.
I don't want my trouble. It's not my trouble.
Congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Dr. Joseph, take care, sir.
Dr. Eika Joseph, you go down. Are you still online?